You know, there's a whole host of advice writers, self-help writers out there telling you to find your bliss, follow your bliss. I think I found mine. Hi again, and welcome back to Brew Report, where this week I'm following my bliss and finding it at Bliss Point. This is a hazy American pale from Thornbridge Brewery, the people who make Jaipur. And this, they claim, is a modern take on an American classic. They are claiming that they've taken the American hazy pale, they've sanded off some of the rough edges and come up with something newer, even better. Let's see if that stands up to the test. I bought this from Sainsbury's, £3 a can, which is not bad for a 440ml can of 5.0% ABV. The can looks very much like a Thornbridge beer. It's that sort of, the colouring is different from anything we've seen there before, but you've got that standard sort of metallic filigree going around the can with their standard font, the standard text and everything else. Beautiful teal colour, very appealing. This beer is hopped with Cascade, Simcoe, Azacca and Citra. It's vegan, you'll be pleased to hear, and apparently the suggested food pairing is a spiced falafel burger, which may or may not be to cater for the vegans who were also buying this beer. That's enough for the can. Let's see what's actually inside it. For a beer that says it's hazy, this is actually a not terribly opaque beer. It's definitely hazy as opposed to cloudy. It's not going to block all the light coming through it. And I'm definitely getting some light and shadow coming through there. It looks very appealing. It's a sort of pale gold, sort of like orangey yellow in colour. You've got that thin white head that retains pretty well. That's still sticking around after me futzing around with camera settings for a little while. So all in all, looking pretty good so far. The aroma is certainly tropical. I'm getting a lot of pineapple from that, but dried pineapple. Also getting some other slightly more exotic fruits out of this. Dare I say guava, and I know I'm going to get some stick for that one. Maybe a touch of passion fruit as well. There's not really much malt in the aroma there. It's just those tropical fruits all sort of playing together quite nicely. All very appealing so far. Having had that interesting aroma, having had that beautiful pineapple guava aroma, this beer hits the tongue and there's not a huge amount going on. There's some more of that fruit there, there's more of that guava, there's more of that pineapple, there's more of that sort of general tutti frutti tropical fruit aroma going on there, but then there's a little bit of biscuit and malt and then emptiness. The mouthfeel is a little bit hollow, honestly. It's too thin. It doesn't have the chops. It doesn't have the strength to back up the level of aroma they're trying to put into this beer. The effervescence is very mild. There's very tiny bubbles within this, which is giving it a nice sort of slightly tangy sensation. That, with those fruity flavours, makes this taste maybe a touch of bubblegum in there as well. A touch of raspberry perhaps. The finish is just nothing. There is no finish. Lemon, maybe, a touch. That might just be from dinner. It's certainly very drinkable. I don't think I'd necessarily go rushing back to drink another, though. There's nothing wrong about this beer. There's no off flavours, it's not misbalanced or anything like that. It's just forgettable. And that's a shame, because knowing Thornbridge, knowing what they produce, particularly Jaipur on cask, is a masterpiece. This is a doodle, a cartoon, a sketch. Thinking about value, I mentioned earlier, this I bought from the supermarket. It was £3 a can. I would recommend buying a different beer with that £3. Anyway, that's about enough from me. What I want to hear now is, what did you think? Are you a fan of Thornbridge's beers? Are you a particular fan of Bliss Point? Is there something in this that I'm missing? I don't know, maybe there is. If so, or whatever your thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, do give it a like, check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and of course you can always go to brewreport.co.uk for fresh beer content every Sunday. And until next week, happy drinking.